Good morning. Thanks for joining the Voice of Freedom.
How you doing?
I'm doing fine. Thanks for calling.
I just want to make a comment on what you said.
Sure.
How can you sit up there and say that it's bad for them to try to feed kids?
Well, because...
I just can't believe that I really heard that come out your mouth.
No, it's not bad that they're feeding kids. It's bad that they're using my tax dollars and your tax dollars if you pay taxes
so what would you
to
rather
do
them
that.
use your tax dollars on?
Wow. How about...
them use it on alcohol and drugs? What would you rather them use on? Extortion?
How about the basic fundamental services of government?
My money go to kids, feeding kids. Then to sit up there and use it for, or make an excuse for them using it.
Well, let's see here.
Do you have children?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I got bunches of them.
Okay, how can you sit up there and say that?
Because it's real simple. Parents are responsible. Parents are responsible for their kids, are they not?
That's right.
Okay.
That's right. And mine are not in no type of program, so that's not why I called. The reason I called is how can a human being sit up there and say that you shouldn't be using any type of money to help children?
No. I said any kind of tax money. That's what I said. I said churches ought to be doing it.
It doesn't matter if it's tax money, if it's government money, if it's personal money. And there are churches that help. But as far as what you said...
So tax money's not personal money?
Personal money, tax money, no matter where it comes from, it's going to a good cause.
No matter where it comes from.
Mm-hmm. If it's going to a good cause.
Can you show me that in the Constitution?
I'm sorry?
Can you show me that in the U.S. Constitution?
This is not about the Constitution. This is about what came out of your mouth, about what you said about...
I see.
That money shouldn't be used to feed kids. Are you kidding me?
So it's not about the Constitution, is it? It's not about the Constitution, right?
What if you didn't have a job? What if you didn't? What if you didn't have anything?
I wouldn't depend upon the government.
If you couldn't do nothing, there are people losing their jobs every day.
Absolutely, and that's a terrible thing. But certainly it's because of this president.
And guess what? If they can't feed their kids, I'm pretty sure, or they can't eat themselves, I'm pretty sure they want.
And so that's government's job to do that, right? That's government's job to do that.
Government's job.
Well, you just said that.
It's all about being human beings.
You just said it's the government's job to do that, and it's okay to take tax dollars to do that. Where is that?
If that's what it takes, yes.
So, and is that in the Constitution?
It doesn't matter about it being in the Constitution.
So
the point is,
so to hell with the Constitution.
How can you sit up there and say that?
It's easy for me to say it.
Yeah, it's easy for you to say because you're sitting up there with your job, and you don't have that problem.
No,
correct?
I understand the Constitution. I understand the U.S. Constitution.
Adults that cannot.
I tell you, do me a favor.
Afford to eat themselves.
Do this someday. Take some time. Take some time and go read the U.S. Constitution and see if it says in there what we're supposed to be doing with our tax dollars is feeding children.
Trust me, you're not talking to them at all.
I didn't say you were, but you said it's not about the Constitution.
I'm not upset. It's just certain things that I can't believe that people say, and to sit up there and say that about a child, like.
No, it's not about the child. It's about the Constitution, isn't it?
An issue about it.
Well, let me ask you this:
really?
if we're not going to go by the Constitution, hang on a second. If we're not going to go by the Constitution in America, then what are we going to rule by? What are we going to govern by?
What are you going to rule and govern? So you have to rule and govern the fact that you're feeding children?
Absolutely, because it's not in the Constitution, is it?
It's not in. Okay, is it in the Constitution for you to sit up there and act like you are great and you have a rule over all these children in this world that they should be fed?
Wow. Really? Well, listen, I appreciate you calling in this morning. Certainly was a lively discussion. I appreciate it. Thank you, ma'am.
I hope you think on that as a father.
I will. 7:56.